Shalom, my brothers and sisters. We are now in tune with another video. I want to let you know that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. You know, that spirit of lust, that succubus demon, that Jezebel spirit is going to be rampant tomorrow. Everyone, chosen ones, protect the energy. Be safe out there. Those of you who's on semen retention like myself, abstaining, you like this, vibration is high, your testosterone is like this. The succubus demon, the Jezebel spirit, the spirit of lust is definitely going to attack. Is coming your way, fellas. And it's coming your way, women. Those incubus demons, it's coming your way. So be prepared, be prayed up, keep away from that, okay? So I'm making this video to let you know that Valentine's Day also has a pagan history as well. And there's definitely gonna be a lot of witchcraft tomorrow. I feel sorry for those men who was literally a slave to their lust, because all these modern women and all these witches out here and sorcerers and all that, they are literally going to have spells and cast spells everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those who are asleep, who's thirst trapping and fiending on every single girl that they see and talking to every girl and just, you know what I'm saying, just looking at every girl that they see walk by, you know, or even girls that they talking to, you know, I feel sorry for those who's asleep and a slave to their lust, because best believe there is witchcraft on you men. And there's your picture is literally, I'm sure, on somebody's shrine, and they are literally doing prayers on you, and you are just literally like, it's just there's gonna be a lot of witchcraft, a lot of sorcery tomorrow. Them succubus demons, the modern women, yo, fellas, those of you who's on semen retention, those of you who's abstaining, your vibration is high, but tomorrow is literally, it's gonna be rampant. You're going to see it. So just be careful, stay prayed up as always, like you do every day. All right, we with the Most High every single day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Protect your energy, protect yourself from the witchcraft, protect yourself from everything. Now, Valentine's Day, right, is formerly called Lupercalia, okay? The festival of love has its roots in the pagan kinky sex ritual called Lupercalia. And in Lupercalia, girls were distributed to men by a lottery for sexual pleasure. Okay, today's Valentine's Day is driven by that same spirit of rampant fornication. Like I said, that spirit of lust is gonna be rampant tomorrow. That succubus demon, that Jezebel is gonna be everywhere. Fellas, guard yourself. Women, that incubus is coming your way. Protect yourself. Stay prayed up, because they gonna come for you. They gonna sense that energy. They gonna do everything in their power to try to drain your energy. And if they don't catch you and can't get you in the physical, protect yourself, because definitely, if they don't get you in the physical, and if they can't catch you, you know what I'm saying, if the flirting tactics and all the little flicks that they do, you know, the flicking the head, the bending over to try to get your attention, the fixing themselves, because I see it, you know, they be fixing themselves and then they eyeing you. If it doesn't work, you know, they're literally gonna try to get you in your dream, because these succubus demons, they literally try to have sex with you in your dream. So, fellas, stay strong out there. All right, you don't pay no mind. Keep doing what you're doing as you do on your regular daily basis. All right, but yes, tomorrow is gonna be a lot of witchcraft, a lot of spells. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be spots everywhere. You literally gonna see the modern women out there, these witches, these sorcerers, and all that. they are literally going to be casting spells on men and women too. The incubus is coming for you as well. And they literally going to be casting spells, you know. And there's men out here who is a slave to their lust. And they're going to just, you know what I'm saying, they're going to go rampant. And their energy is going to be drained because they're already on low vibration as it is. And these succubus demons, these Jezebels, they know that. You know, they know that the man is a slave to his lust and he can't think straight. The second he's free from that, it's over. You ain't gonna look at the modern women. You're not gonna look at certain women the same. I'm telling you right now. You're not gonna look at these succubus demons and these Jezebel demons the same. I'm telling you. You know, when you look at a woman, you know, once you free yourself from that lust, when you free yourself, you look at women different than how you once looked at it when you was a slave to lust. Because when you was a slave to lust, like myself, I looked at every female as a piece of meat. I'm not gonna lie. Every girl looked good to me. They were thick. I had to have you, and I had you. You know what I'm saying? I flirted my way through because I had that succubus demon, that Jezebel was. I was in a bondage with that, so I was a slave to that. So every girl that came my way, I was looking at them like you know what I'm saying, like a sex object, that they were looking good. You know what I'm saying? And now when you get free from that and you break from that, of course, the succubus demon, the Jezebel spirit, the spirit of lust is pissed off. They don't have you. They're going to try to attack you in your dream. And they do things out in the physical. They try to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? They be doing things. But now when you're free, you look at women differently. I don't look at women as a piece of meat no more. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole lot of respect now for women. You know what I'm saying? When I see the modern women walk by now, when they still dress in a certain way to reveal themselves, to get the attention, fellas, you're not gonna pay no mind to that at all. You're not gonna pay no mind. You can literally see the succubus demon in them. You can see the Jezebel spirit. You can see the spirit of lust in there. And the spirit of lust sees your light. They're gonna get attracted to the high vibration testosterone. They're gonna do everything in their power to drain your energy and all that. They want that energy. But you're gonna look at a woman more differently now once you're free from lust, free from that succubus. You're gonna be free, and you're gonna look at a woman differently. The ones who are that got themselves, that, you know, they're curvy, naturally curvy, dressing appropriate. You know what I'm saying? The ones that are not doing things for attention. You're just gonna look at women more different, more with respect. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have so much lust on your mind. Like, sex ain't gonna be on your mind. If you're gonna talk to a woman, you would rather have a conversation with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Get to know her, you know, talk to her about history, teach her a few things about, you know, stuff that you know, to protect her out here from these demons. You know what I'm saying? Witchcraft, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but be careful, because a lot of women are pretty much practicing all that new age. There's a lot of witches, there's a lot of warlocks, sorcerers, and a lot of those are women. But your discernment, you're gonna catch all those demons. But there's a lot of women out there, excuse me, there's a lot of women out there who's not, you know what I'm saying, on that type of time, like the majority of the modern women, you know. But definitely you're gonna look at women different. You know, once you're free from lust and you don't have sex on your mind, yeah, you get tempted, because the devil, he knows that. He knows. That's why lust is rampant. You know what I'm saying? Because when men keep going on the sites, when men keep wasting their seeds and all that, your testosterone goes down. You can't function. You can't think right. You know what I'm saying? You can't even have a proper conversation. Not only that, you're gonna be feeling depressed, anxious. You can't even have a conversation. You can't even hold a conversation with a woman. You know what I'm saying? But when you get free from all of that, you can actually look at women very different, not as a piece of meat. You look at a woman with respect. You know, the way how they carry themselves. There's a lot of women out there who dress appropriate and they are naturally curvy. And, you know what I'm saying? They're not like seeking attention. They're out there, you know. And, you know, you're going to want to just vibe with a woman, have a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, not a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, is crazy for sex. You know, they want their mind stimulated. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy who could teach them a thing or two about history, religion, you know what I'm saying, Christianity, the Most High, and a lot of things, you know, spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And definitely a conversation about getting to know each other, you know? So you can literally have a full-blown conversation with a woman without looking at her as a piece of meat once you get free from that lust. Trust me. And definitely, when you look at a woman, you're going to look straight at her eyes. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to respect that. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, when you want semen retention and when your testosterone is like this and you want high vibration, not only does the modern woman, the succubus, Jezebel, spirit of lust, see that, there's also women who is not on that type of time, and they sense that as well. They sense high testosterone, your vibration. They sense that too, you know. But literally, when you free from that, you could literally have a full-blown convo with a woman, and it doesn't have to be sexual at all. You literally can have a convo. You guys could vibe it out, you know. But at the same time, we men have needs as well, you know. But we're not going crazy with the lust thing, you know. You got to find that proper woman, but at least now you know you ain't gonna look at everybody as a piece of meat. You can now pay attention and get to know a woman for who she is and test those spirits, you know? Test those spirits. So, yeah, Valentine's Day, formerly called Lupercalia, right? Lupercalia. The festival of love has its roots in the pagan kinky sex ritual called Lupercalia, right? Girls were distributed to men by a lottery for sexual pleasure. So today, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They're doing, they're gonna start overpricing stores. You know what I'm saying? When I was asleep and all that, I was celebrating Valentine's Day, and then it came to my mind that, you know, it was like, why am I buying flowers? Why am I? You go to a restaurant, right? You do things on a date. And for some reason on that day, they overprice things. Like every place you used to go to on the regular, all of a sudden they overprice it. Flowers, they overprice it. Candy, chocolate, the stuff that would, you know what I'm saying, a low price, everything is overpriced. They overdo it. Everybody's going broke. Or everybody's spending money. For what? To show love to somebody? For one special occasion? When you show love throughout the whole entire year, it has to be that one special occasion that you have to go all out. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out for that one special occasion. You love all the time, you know. But yes, men is definitely gonna be driven by their lust tomorrow for sure. And these witches and sorcerers, these succubus and Jezebel is gonna be getting all of them. And then there's going to be a lot of girls who's going to fall for the flirt, you know what I'm saying? Fall for the sultry lies that the men is going to tell, because the incubus is going to be out there too. Then there's going to be, you know, women that's going to end up being pregnant but not be wives. You know what I'm saying? It's all going to be, it's going to be crazy tomorrow. It's going to be crazy, you know? And not only that, you know, we're supposed to love all the time. Every day, all the time, we're supposed to show love. Not on one special occasion. Even in the Bible, right? The Bible tells us to flee from fornication, right? 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 18. Flee sexual immorality. Every sin that a man does is outside the body, but he who commits sexual immorality sins against his own body. See? Flee from sexual immorality. So, Lupercalia is an old pagan festival from ancient Rome. Lupercalia means wolf, and celebrated the twin founders, Romulus and Remus, who were cared for by a she-wolf. On Lupercalia, two groups of priests would meet in the Lupercal cave. One group of priests were descended from Romulus, the other from Remus. Lupercalia began with the feast and lots of wine. After the feasting, the priest would sacrifice goats and one dog to the old gods, right? And let me see. Yes, so the priests would sacrifice a goat and a dog, right? And it would be a male goat, right? Male goats that they would sacrifice. Lupercalia rituals took place in a few places, right? Lupercal cave on a Palatine Hill and within the Roman open air. Public meeting place called the Comitium. The festival began at Lupercal Cave with the sacrifice of one or more male goats. And the male goats was a representation of sexuality. And then a dog, of course. That was what the sacrifice meant. When they sacrificed a goat, it meant sexuality. Then, afterward, all the priests would leave the cave and make whips from the hides of the sacrificed goats. They ran naked up and down the city streets, lightly whipping the people as they ran. Priests being naked, running around with a whip that they made, and just whipping random people lightly. Men would draw names from a bowl to couple up. Sometimes it would be just for the festival, but it sometimes led to marriage. But yeah, men would draw names from a bowl, and they would just match people up randomly. And girls were distributed to men by lottery for sexual pleasure back then. You know, that was what they were doing. They would literally put a female's name, a random woman, and then they throw a man's name in there, and whoever picks out from the lottery, if that's the woman, even if the woman probably ain't even into the dude and into the guy, right? He's gonna, back in those days, if they found that name, they going straight to that woman. Over time, Lupercalia increased in popularity and transformed into a festival that celebrated fertility and childbirth and honored Lupercus, the god of fertility. Here we go. Then you have what is the Roman she-wolf called? Lupa Capitolina. Her official name is Lupa Capitolina, and in English, you often hear her called Roman she-wolf, Roman wolf, or even Romulus and Remus wolf. In Italian, it is called Lupa Capitolina, or brief, La Lupa. Then you have, why is it called Lupercalia? The origin of the name Lupercalia, also known as the Feast of Lupercal, is derived not only from the Roman fertility god Lupercus, but also from the name given to the cave where Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, were alleged to have been nurtured by a she-wolf. By a wolf. See how foolish that sounds? Literally by a wolf. And if you want, you can go to my social media and my Instagram, because I put both stories the same there. You're going to see they literally have a statue of that damn wolf. And underneath the wolf is two kids. Romulus and Remus as kids, literally underneath that wolf, trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how women breastfeed babies? Well, literally you see the two kids underneath the wolf like if they're being breastfed. It's sick. But they literally have statues of that wolf, and they got the children under there. So you can check it on my social media, on my Facebook and on my Instagram, because as I'm talking to you and letting you know about the pagan holiday, because I know some of you don't have social media, some of you just got YouTube, but then I know that there's some of you who also has one of the two, Facebook or Instagram. So I put both of the same thing that I'm telling you now with pictures on my Facebook and my Instagram, giving you details and old paintings of what really took place back in those days, you know? So everybody's, you know, thinking Valentine's is just a regular, oh, that's my boo thing, you know, we're going to go to the movies, we're going to go out to eat to a dinner, we're going to put the room with decoration, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to make love, and then we're going to go, we're going to overprice and spend on gifts to show our love to each other for only one day, which is ridiculous because you're supposed to love each other all year round. But anyway, you know, I was guilty of celebrating that holiday as well as I was asleep, not knowing that you shouldn't celebrate no pagan holidays, and knowing that there's a lot of hidden secret histories and also dark histories behind these holidays and pagan holidays. And also the Bible tells you, do not follow the ways of the pagan nations. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow the pagan people, the Gentiles. Don't follow nothing. So this is, yes, Valentine's pagan. This is also for those who serve the Most High, who go to church. That's gonna, because you, like I said, you have Christians who celebrated Christmas, who celebrated Halloween. Then you're gonna still have some of them. I mean, they were celebrating New Year's. Now you're still gonna have some of them who's gonna celebrate Valentine's tomorrow. They're gonna do the decorations. They're gonna want their little roses and flowers. You know what I'm saying? And get these chocolates and gifts from people and tell people Happy Valentine's Day, not knowing that there's a pagan thing behind it. But yes, if you go to my Facebook and Instagram, for those of you who has one of those two, you could check in. I put the pictures. Maybe as well, I might add it into the community. I'm gonna add the picture and then add the thing if it could fit. You know what I'm saying? Because certain things fit on social media, but then certain things can't fit in the community, because I guess there's a certain amount of typing that you're allowed to write and type before, because sometimes I be trying to write a whole bunch of things and it says it's too full, so I gotta shorten it. But yes, if I can put it in the community as well, then I'm gonna add that as well. But you can check out my social media. I put the pictures as I'm explaining it to you as well, because over here we're gonna tell you the truth. And shout out to those YouTubers out there who's actually exposing the truth too, because a lot of people don't know this. And I was one of them as well who didn't know this. And when I came across this, I was like, wow, interesting. And when you Google it and do your research, like I said, research, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Don't be distracted by this world. Do your research. Renew your mind, because literally you've been lied all your life. You grew up and was told a lie. In school, it was all a lie. You know what I'm saying? You're celebrating these holidays thinking, oh, this is all, nice. It looks nice, but there's really some dark and crazy history behind these holidays, as you can see. So, so we just letting you know. So yes, where was I? Yeah. So, what is the legend of she-wolf? In the Roman foundation myth, it was a she-wolf, Lupa in Italian, that nursed and sheltered the twins Romulus and Remus after they were abandoned in the wild by order of King Romulus of Alba Longa. She cared for the infant at her den, a cave known as the Lupercalia, until they were discovered by a shepherd, Faustulus. And if you look at those pictures, it's literally, it's disturbing. Literally a wolf, and you got two babies, like two kids, being nurtured, being like breastfeeding, like underneath it, like literally. And those statues are literally like in Rome, like the statues is there. Those statues is real, and there's a history behind that myth, like, you know what I'm saying? Then you have, Lupercalia, a great pagan feast celebrated between February 13 to 15. However, unlike Valentine's Day, Lupercalia was a chaotic, sexually charged celebration with random matchmaking and coupling in the hopes of warding off evil spirits and infertility. Now, you're going to have witchcraft on Valentine's Day tomorrow as well. Valentine's Day magic, witchcraft, right? Altar decorations, flowers, rose quartz, hearts, candles, rose and lavender, Aphrodite, Venus, love, self-love spells, and beauty rituals. This all takes place on Valentine's Day. So best believe, be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Some people might want to offer you some candy. Some people may want to offer you some flowers, food, and all that. Like I said, this is spiritual. There's witchcraft on everything, and they are doing spells. And they will be doing spells on these flowers. They will be doing spells on these candies and chocolates. They will be doing spells on everything. You know what I'm saying? Those of you right now who's asleep and a slave to your lust, if you're in a relationship or you have your mess arounds, best believe you are literally, there's witchcraft on you. There's your pictures on somebody's shrine. They're doing prayers on you, or somebody literally has certain items of yours or certain clothing and they're doing a prayer and they're leaving it somewhere in their house and you just, you know what I'm saying? You don't even know what's going on. You are under a spell. Which is why I'm saying everybody, especially those like myself on semen retention, stay prayed up tomorrow, because if you've been going through a regular day and been seeing the modern woman coming after you, you know, those succubus and Jezebel demons and the spirit of lust, because they know, they see that. You know, I've been having them come my way. They get close to you. Just imagine tomorrow. Tomorrow, that spirit of lust is going to be rampant and off the chain. Literally. So men and women, be careful, because that succubus and that incubus demon is coming for you and coming after you. You know, and they might throw them your way. The beautiful woman, or or for you ladies, the handsome man, you know what I'm saying, that you might have an interest, because Satan also knows what you like. He knows the type of woman you like, and he knows the type of man you like. And he's gonna throw them your way. And remember what I told you. Fallen angels, demons, not everybody out here is human. Yes, some people are human with demons in them, but there are people in this world, these, not people, there's literally fallen angels that can take a form of a human. So not necessarily the person talking to you, flirting with you, or looking good, or looking a certain way, because the devil knows what you like. Not all these people that come across your way is human. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you who was a slave to lust, you know, 9 out of 10, don't be surprised if you had sexual relations and fornicated with a fallen angel, because that happens. Not everybody that you probably had sex with and came across, or was in relationships with and mess arounds, not all of them were human. Some were human, yes, but then there was a lot that you probably came across that was not human, and they drained your energy. They took it all. That's what I'm saying. Be careful. Be careful. So men, if you see all these the BBLs, they're looking thick, the color dyes, and they're looking at you, because that's what they're gonna do. They're looking at you. They're gonna play with their hair. They're gonna fix themselves, but they're gonna eye you, because they sense that your energy is too hot. Be careful. Stay prayed up. Stay relaxed, and watch out for the witchcraft and the prayers, man. Stay prayed up, because they coming for you. And women, they coming for you too, the incubus. Stay prayed up, because tomorrow is gonna be off the chain. You're gonna see it. You are literally going to see people under spells. Literally. You're gonna see it. I mean, you can look at people now in their eyes, and they're literally spiritually dead. You know what I'm saying? They are literally controlled by demons. You know, and MK Ultra is real as well, because sometimes, when people's walking by, right, the gang stalking thing, when you have certain people walk by and they're looking at you, their handler sometimes is behind them with their phone. And I know for a fact that some of those people that are looking at you and trying to do something, they're literally under mind control as well. MK Ultra is real. It's very real, and they be frying these people's brains. These people who got weak vessels and got demons in them, they're doing things to them. Okay, so be careful. And another thing I want to say as I continue this, another thing, for those, you know, the gang stalking, you know, you the chosen one, everybody's watching, you got that light, you know, everybody's fascinated by you. For those people who comment on you when you talk about gang stalking, when you expose it, you know, you're going to have a lot of people who try to make fun of you, right? And a lot of people's going to say, you need either help, or they're going to say you're schizophrenic. Now, those people who are saying that are 100% spiritually dead, asleep, and Satan's agents. Because Satan's agents, you be having bots online. Not everybody who tries to talk to you on the internet or tries to talk to you in general is a real person. Sometimes you be having fake bots, fake profiles, and they be throwing these people your way to try to make fun of you and all that. But those people who call you schizophrenic, they're Satan's agents, they're bots, and they're part of that program, and they're trying to just come your way. Because those people who say that to you, and those people who agree, go to their profiles, go to their pictures, and you're gonna see that those people ain't living righteous. They not living for the Most High. They got drugs in their pictures. They're drinking in their pictures. They throwing the satanic salutes. They spiritually dead. You just look at their profiles. Those who say you're schizophrenic, because those people who say you're schizophrenic, and those people who don't understand nothing, are also the gang stalkers. They're Satan's agents. Because Satan, not only do you have gang stalkers that follow you, these demons that follow you, they also internet. They try to attack you on the internet as well. Or you be having strangers in your inboxes trying to talk to you. But Satan has his agents texting you as well on social media. You know what I'm saying? So those who call you schizophrenic, or they try to call you crazy, or they don't understand, look at their pictures. Look at their profile. You know what I'm saying? You're literally gonna see how they're living in their pictures. They got drinks, the heavy alcohol, they smoking, they vaping, they're living of this world, and they doing satanic salutes. And just look at them, they look spiritually dead. So they are of the world, and they got demons, and you can see it. They're agents. So that's his job, to call you schizophrenic, have these people call you schizophrenic, but they know exactly what you're going through. They know what you're talking about. So don't be fooled by that. All right? Keep doing what you're doing. I just had to let you know, because I had a few people who were saying that as well. When I was posting videos of the gang stalking and all that. I had somebody say, oh, you're schizophrenic type thing, you know, and I looked at his picture, and then there was a person who agreed to it, and I looked at all their pictures, and I was like, oh, these are Satan's agents, these are bots. I blocked them, yo. I don't got time to deal with no negativity. I don't got time to deal with none of that, you know. So yes, Valentine activities for witches, Valentine's Day magic, witchcraft, like I said, flowers, rose quartz, hearts, candles, rose and lavender, Aphrodite, Venus, love self, love spells, beauty rituals. You know, they're gonna be having altars in their house. They're gonna be probably trying to give you flowers and cakes, cakes, chocolate, gifts. There's spells on it. Be careful. Your discernment, those who got that discernment, who can see the demons, you're gonna see it right away. Don't accept anything from anybody. Be careful. Like I told you, there's witchcraft, and they're doing prayers, and they're doing spells. This is Valentine's activities for witches. This is what they literally do on Valentine's Day, all right? Haunt a castle. Decorate your goat. Wrestle with the darkness. Become the sky. Find a quiet place to masturbate. This is what these witches do. Embrace the void. Fall into a deep slumber. Flirt. Transfigure men into beasts. This is literally the activities, what these witches do on Valentine's Day. So fellas, protect yourself, because these demons, the succubus is coming for you. You know, stay prayed up, because if they don't get you in the physical, they definitely gonna try to get you in your dream. All right, and you know, you can have control of your dream as well, but they're definitely gonna try to attack you in your dream, because that's what these demons do. They literally try to have sex with you in your dream. Then you have, what does the she-wolf symbolize? While often depicted as a ferocious beast, the gentler side of the animal is manifest in the nurturing instincts of the she-wolf, a maternal figure and symbol of fertility. Did I read this too? Yeah, I read this. Then you got Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine is known to be a real person who died around 270 AD. However, his true identity was questioned as early as 496 AD by Pope Gelasius I who referred to the martyr and his acts as being known only to God. There are several legends surrounding the life of Saint Valentine. The most common is that on 1 February 14, during the 3rd century AD, a man named Valentine was executed by the Roman Emperor Claudius II after being imprisoned for assisting persecuted Christians and secretly marrying Christian couples in love. As the story goes, during Valentine's imprisonment, he tried converting Claudius to Christianity. Claudius became enraged and ordered Valentine to reject his faith or be killed. He refused to forsake his faith, so Valentine was beheaded. Legend also tells of another story that happened during Valentine's imprisonment after he tutored a girl named Julia, the blind daughter of his jailer. The legend states God restored Julia's sight after she and Valentine prayed together. On the eve of his execution, Valentine supposedly penned a note to Julia and signed it, "From your Valentine." But you see, even back then, people were getting beheaded and martyred and persecuted for Christianity, for their faith in the Most High, you know? And, you know, you see that? Claudius became enraged when Valentine tried to talk to him into Christianity. He became enraged and ordered Valentine to reject his faith or be killed. So even back then, they were killing people for their faith, but they were giving them an option. And he stood bold like a lion with his faith, and for that he got martyred and he got killed for it. So even back then, people were getting killed and martyred for his name's sake, and it's still happening to this day. They don't talk about it. It's still happening to this day. There's people all over the world that's getting killed for his name's sake, martyred, you know? And that's a reminder of when Yeshua Jesus Christ comes. You see that? When he comes and takes his people, when you get left behind, you see how that man gave him a choice? That's exactly what's going to happen for those who get left behind, which I pray that nobody gets left behind, because it's going to be very, very bad. I keep myself in prayer, and I'm always asking for forgiveness, because I am not perfect, but I always ask for forgiveness so he can take me, because I do not want to get left behind. But there's going to come a time when he does leave, when he does come, and people are going to get left behind, and that mark of the beast is going to present itself, right? That chip, the mark. And just like what happened back then to Valentine, he was given a choice for his faith to man, reject his faith or get killed. My man stood bold like a lion, and he kept the faith, and he got killed. There's gonna come a choice. There's gonna come a time when that mark is gonna present itself, because once that mark is there, you ain't gonna be able to buy food. You ain't gonna be able to pay your rent. You can't work. Can't do nothing. You're gonna be in the street. You're gonna be suffering, especially if you got your family and you're left behind. You and your kids that got doors open and got left behind. You all going to die. If you want to go to heaven, you have to die. You have to. That's as real as I'm gonna get. You have to die. You gotta get beheaded, but you don't know how they're gonna do it. They're gonna torture you slow. But think about that. You don't want to be left behind with your family, your loved ones, your kids. You don't want to see that. You don't want everybody to. It's just talking about it and thinking about it, because that's the reality. But it's just like that's torture. That's torture to see your loved ones and your kids getting murdered and then beheaded for to get saved, because that's what's gonna happen. But think about it. Even back then, they had people, and just with that Valentine, reject your faith or get killed. So that's exactly what they're gonna do when Yeshua, Jesus Christ, comes, takes his people. Those who get left behind, they are going to tell you, because they're gonna hunt those down. They're gonna tell you, take the mark, or you're gonna have to die. And then what are you going to do? are you going to die for his name's sake? That's the only way you're going to heaven, is by dying. And you got to. So think about it. If they were doing it back then, it's coming now. And we ain't too far from that. You already saw the videos that they put in at the gas station. Certain machines that they already have in certain stores that they already put in hand things. Amazon is already doing things where you got to put your hands. And some people already got certain chips. You know, they're doing practices. And it's going to come a point where you have to use your hands to pay for gas and pay for things. Everything is going to be with your hands. Look what's going to happen with the money. The dollar is going to be pointless. Everything's going to be digital. So we are already literally going to the end times. That beast, it's coming. It's coming. So you got to be prepared. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little history of Valentine's Day, the pagan and the dark history behind that. So now you know what's up, you know what's going on. You could check my social media, my Facebook and Instagram. I put the same stuff there that I told you, but with the actual pictures. And if I'm able to fit that in the community, then I'm gonna add that as well. But yeah, man, we here to wake you up. We here to let you know the truth of what's going on. You know. I mean, look what happened in Brazil with the statue. It got lightning strike twice. Like literally lightning just striked on that. The Most High is not playing. The Most High is not playing. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, you chosen ones that's beaming in this dark world, that these soulless gang stalkers and these people out here who got demons in them, and all these low vibrational soulless people who's fascinated by your light, be careful tomorrow. Because tomorrow they are going to be, that spirit of lust is just going to be trying to come at you, man. Satan is going to tempt you. He's going to tempt you. They're going to be doing curses. They're going to be doing witchcraft. They're going to be doing spells. These women's going to come your way. They're going to be trying to dress a certain way to get your attention, because they've been doing it now. So imagine tomorrow with all the spells and all that. You know, because everybody, those of you chosen, everybody wants to be around you because you got that light. Everybody. Yo, I'm telling you, you shining a light in this dark world. So keep shining that light. Stay prayed up. Stay protected. You know, keep away from that succubus and that Jezebel and that spirit of lust. Get away from that and stay prayed up and ask the Most High to protect you, especially in your sleep. Because if they can't get you in the physical, they're going to try to get you in your dream. They literally going to try to have sex with you in your dream. And I've come across I had certain moments like that in my dream where women was like coming my way in the dream, and and some of it almost went through with it, and it felt so real, you know. But I was like, whew, thank you God that it was just a dream, and I didn't really react into it into the flesh, but it was just a dream, but it felt so real. And that was the demon, the succubus. Like they come at you in your dreams. Because they know they try to get you in the physical. That's why they throw them all your way. They try. But when they know they can't, they try to attack you in your dream. So stay prayed up. Stay safe. All right? Until the next video.